unless they have handlers or their followers and they were given instructions, don't go. Or, you know, they're caught up in, like we were saying, they're caught up in jerk fest and they're caught up in basketball this and football starting and all this stuff, and they're not even there in their frame of mind to do something like that, right? So we know that where we are as a people, we know where we are, that there's issues that we individually have to deal with, but we also as a collective have to deal with. But the collective doesn't deal with anything until the individuals get themselves in check.
That's right. Well, the individuals make up the collective.
Right.
There ain't no collective
There's no
without
collective without the individual. Right. Right.
100 holistic doctors?
Something like that. Something crazy like that. 100 in the last year, or 100 in 2 years, or something like that.
The holistic healers.
Yeah.
They're also killing journalists and people who are putting, you know, correct information out there. They're killing them like crazy all over the world. All over, because they don't want us to know. They want to keep us asleep.
Right.
You know?
And this is why we tell people that, you know, if you're not standing on your birthright, Islam, peace, yes, some joy, some good news, some good news, yes. Look at her. What's up, girl? How you doing? You all right?
Congratulations.
Yeah. So we want people to you know, use his death as a lesson that if you're claiming that you're Moor or whatever, you better talk the hell up, because these people are going to assume that you're Negro and put you under Negro treatment. You gotta bring up we'll bring up Mansur Balbay, who was wearing FedEx, the jacket or whatever, when he got shot up. Right? That guaranteed, because we know Moors, if he was in his proper person, for real, he wouldn't be at no drug house or whatever like that, whether his friends are there, family's there, whatever. He's not going to put himself in that situation if he's a Moor. With supreme knowledge of self. You're not going to know the drug dealers in your community and be around them looking like them. You will do something to make sure that anybody who comes around is going to distinguish you from everybody else. Or you just won't put yourself there. So that way nobody could mistake and say, oh, well, let's just get that guy or whatever. Right? Because for us to say that we're Moors and then, you know, do like Dr. York, not put the L on the name, you know what I mean? Wear a fez sometimes, and sometimes wear black stuff, and have people not really knowing where you stand really, then don't be mad when you fall victim to nigger treatment. Don't be mad, because if you say that you're a Moor, then you should be exercising as such.
Shit or get off the pot.
Right? They're just sitting there.
Simple as that.
Just sitting there. Right? You got chairs all over the place. And the best seat in the house to read the morning paper is the porcelain. Right? Get off the damn porcelain. Right? Let's get real. Go get a chair to sit on. You don't get lost. Well, the story was interesting. What are you talking about? You already finished doing what you're doing. Why are you sitting there still for? Right? So, we're not, again, you know what I mean? People are going to say, you guys are talking about and stuff and respect him and all that stuff. No, you guys respect him. You know what I mean? You guys respect him. Right? You don't have to respect him. We're Moors just like him. We don't have to respect Jack. Because we know that he's Moor. He came out and said that he's Moor.
Talk about the neutrality.
Huh?
You talk about neutrality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So I don't know the Juali and all that stuff. But, you know, they're not going to go there. They're going to talk about, you know, the products. And he said garlic. And he said don't eat tofu and soy and estrogen and all that stuff. How about the noble Juali stuff he talked about? You guys not talking about that? How about the fact that he's a Moor? You're not talking about that? How about the fact that all the so-called herbs or whatever like that that he's using, he's growing here. He's not going back to Africa for no herbs and none of that. Everything's here. So doesn't that mean that he's Aboriginal, indigenous and all that stuff? If he's gonna use the stuff that's here, and he has supreme knowledge of the stuff that's here, from whatever plant to whatever root, how to boil it, how to chop it up, how the individual's supposed to take it or whatever like that, then he's exercising Aboriginal and indigenous culture. He's not pulling back to Africa and all that, right? So we know that there's an obvious campaign right now to murder people who look like us. That's just what it is. It's nothing new. They've been doing that, right?
What happened in Dr. Sutton?
Apparently, he was traveling, got to some border somewhere. I don't know. I'm hearing that it's Mexico. I'm hearing that it's Honduras. We don't know where it is, but he was traveling somewhere. He had 37,000 notes on him. Got stopped for that, for the 37,000 notes. Now, you know, everybody knows, anybody who does, you know, traveling, everybody knows $10,000 is the cap. That they're going to let you go through it without any issues. Why he would have 37,000? You know what I mean? Like, you know, why would you have 37,000? Like, why? Why would you walk around with, why would you just go buy or sell something, have 37,000 and then go on a plane or try to go on a plane or whatever? Why wouldn't you, you know, go to bank, make a money order, mail that to yourself. Send it to Western Union. Oh, I get 30,000 somewhere else. You know, I can pay the fee. If I got 37,000, I can pay the Western Union fee. Right? Send that 30,000 somewhere and then go send it to yourself. And wherever you're going, then go pick it up. But anyways, he had 37,000 on him, got detained or whatever, and then he ended up dead. Basically, the story. Right? And then we just read the article about the 5 holistic doctors. 5 holistic doctors found dead in 4 weeks. 5 more go missing after run-ins with the feds.
You've been trying to get to anyways.
Yeah. Been trying to get, it ain't nothing new that they were trying to get Dr. Sabi. It ain't nothing new because, you know, he ended their stuff. Their little campaign against, you know, with their virus against our people type of you know, mentality. You know, don't kill us directly, kill us indirectly. Well, you know, somebody found the indirect way to fix that problem. So, you know, so when you see a few weeks from now or whatever, they start talking about AIDS and stuff like that in the black community and all that stuff, and AIDS and all that, then you could know that, okay, that's what it was about. You know what I mean? Because somebody doing something with holistic health, it ain't that serious that you're gonna take their life or whatever. Or is it that serious? Big money, these people losing when people start saying no more milk and no more starch and no more wheat and, you know, no more meat, cutting out whatever like that, start juicing, sun gazing and all this type of stuff. These people are losing power fast.
But
They can't even fathom how it's going like that.
I
You know
think
what I mean? Like,
that's why every sunset and sunrise, the sun is blocked out with chemtrails.
Yeah.
Cloudy clear,
yep,
right there.
yep,
Always that sense.
Last summer I was trying to
Always.
do it. Every morning I get up,
yeah,
blocked.
nothing.
Every
Yeah.
day?
Yeah, every day, right? So they know they have their mechanisms that's been in place. We're just now coming to the realization of 100 holistic doctors dead or whatever. Something must be going on. You know, something has to be going on.
And it's interesting that they keep coming up with more stuff. They came up with the AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, they've been coming up long before AIDS.
Yeah.
There's smallpox and their plagues and everything else. But then in recent years, they've had all these bird flu and
Mhm.
swine flu.
Yeah.
And
Zika.
Now
Zika.
Zika is just right now.
Now they
right?
have jabs that they say won't have any long-term effects or
They're supposed to.
side effects, so
For the Zika?
vaccinations, yes.
Oh my! So they have to kill people like Sebi because that's great. How can you have a cure this soon if this thing just sort of came out recently?
Came out of
You know
nowhere.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it didn't come out of nowhere. That's why.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this jab that you take is only going to make things worse. So
Yeah.
don't get jabbed.
I don't even know if it's a real thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's my night placebo.
Or if they get it, and then everyone gets scared, they go, oh, we got a jab you now.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the other thing, is to have us in this
In the
constant state of fear.
Yeah.
AIDS, Zika, SARS, all of these things, all the time. And as soon as, there'll be another one next week. Because they're really ramping it up. They're very
Yeah,
serious
they're stepping
about
up. They're
eliminating
stepping
the
up.
population.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's everybody. This is why again that the theme of know duality with love instead of hate. Like it's playing out right now that if we are gonna solve anything going on in the world, we could start there and solve everything. Love first. Get the disagreements about whatever. Everybody has a common enemy. The people who are trying to block out the sun gazing or whatever from everybody,
Yeah.
that's the enemy. The people who are telling people vaccinate for stuff that you don't even know what it is or whatever, they just want you to take the shot just because, those people are the enemy. People who are saying Monsanto's seeds or whatever like that, nothing else, we just want those seeds, those people are the enemy. Right? And it's a thing where you really have to start separating yourself. I mean, like, you really have to start being very protective of your mind, your body, like where is your body at? What atmosphere? Do you really want to be at, Rib Fest or whatever? Just because? Just because, yeah, you like ribs and all that stuff, but, do you really want to be there? Is that somewhere that you really want to have your body at? Especially if you know better, so it's a time where it's because there's no trial and error anymore. You better know what the hell you're doing, or it might be the last thing that you do, just because of how intensive the attacks have become. When they say that, when they're openly telling you that we murdered 100 holistic doctors in the past year or whatever, and when they're putting that out there, You know, yeah, they're doing that thing of trying to create the fear or whatever like that, but it's also letting you know how important holistic health is. Maybe you should consider it.